Hello students. Now you have just seen what are the factors affecting climate of India, and now before going to seasons I would like to introduce you to what is monsoon, how does it approach India, and what is its path and what is the reason behind India getting monsoon. So before that, let's get informed of certain terms regarding monsoon. First of all, the definition of monsoon that I'll read out from a book. Monsoon refers to tropical and subtropical seasonal reversal caused by both surface winds and precipitation caused by differential heating between continental landmass and adjacent sea. Now this is a definition which may sound very difficult, but this happens is due to the land and sea breeze that you are aware of what these terms mean. Precipitation means the rainfall. Surface winds are the drier winds that origin, and landmass differential heating between the continental landmass and adjacent ocean means the land breeze and the sea breeze. The second important term is intertropical convergence zone. Now what it is actually, you people are aware of the equinoxes, right? So after 21st of March, that is on 21st March, the sun is perpendicular to equator, right? We experience 12 hours day and 12 hours night on that particular day. After that, the sun's apparent movement is like it moves towards the northern hemisphere of the earth. So from 21st of March till 21st of June, the sun keeps on moving towards the north unless and until its rays are perpendicular towards the Tropic of Cancer. So at this time, what happens is when during the equinox of 21st of March, a low pressure belt is created around the equator. Now why does it happens? Because wherever the temperature is higher, the pressure is low, right? So a belt is created around the equator, and when this belt is created, the northern trade winds and the southern trade winds, when they merge with this low pressure area, their tropical convergence zone is created. This is because of the northern trade winds and southern trade winds merging with the low pressure area at the equator. Now when the sun moves towards the northern hemisphere of the earth, the land mass is heated, and when the temperature of the land mass increases, the oceans and the seas, they have the low temperature, and the low temperature creates higher pressure, and the winds, they move from higher pressure area towards the low pressure area. And as the ITCZ, that is intertropical convergence zones, when the temperature of the landmass is higher, they rise up to Tropic of Cancer, and the air, it moves from higher pressure area, that is sea, to land. That is where now the ITCZ is situated. Now when the winds from higher pressure area moves toward the low pressure area, while going from oceans towards the land mass, it carries moisture with it, and while carrying this moisture, it goes up toward the continent, and when it moves toward the north, actually it causes the southwest monsoon winds. Now why these are called southwest monsoon winds? Because the winds blowing from the southern hemisphere are actually turned towards their left. So from the southwest of Indian subcontinent, they moves towards northeast, and that's why it is called as southwest monsoon winds. Mostly winds are actually named after from where they are traveling. So southwest to northeast is the path of monsoons in India, and this India receives much more rainfall during this season. Now I just mentioned Coriolis force. Now what does Coriolis force means? I'll read out. On the earth, the effect tends to deflect the moving objects to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere, and it is also the reason for formation of the cyclonic weather system. Now when the southeast trade winds of southern hemisphere cross the equator and start blowing in the direction of southwest to northeast directions under the influence of Coriolis force, these winds are called as southwest monsoon winds. And all over India, these winds, they give away the rain. The first one to receive the rainfall is Kerala. So from the period within 1st June, that is from the first week of June to 15th of July, mostly whole India receives the rainfall as it ascends towards the northern area. Now while this are blowing, southwest monsoon winds are blowing, they get divided into two branches. First one is the Arabian Sea branch and other one is the Bay of Bengal branch. The Arabian Sea branch gives away rainfall to the Western Ghats. Whole Western Ghats get the rainfall because of these winds, and the other one, it just turns and directly moves toward northeast India without giving any rainfall to the Eastern Ghat. It just moves and turns into central India, and both the Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal Sea branch, they meet at Punjab and the Shillong plateau. So they meet there, they give away the rain, and then they ascend upwards. Now when they, till now whole India has received the rainfall, it has given relief from the scorching heat, and now the low pressure, now as the temperature is lesser, now the temperature goes down, right? So high pressure area is created, and till now the ITCZ has started shifting from equator to Tropic of Capricorn. Now again the winds, they start blowing from higher pressure area, that is land, towards the southern hemisphere. Now while coming, actually these winds are dry, but some of the winds, they carry moisture. Now why they carry the moisture? Because of the western disturbances that they get from the Mediterranean Sea. The winds that are blowing from Mediterranean coast, they blow into the northern plains of India, and they give away the moisture to the winds. Those are cold and those were dry earlier, and now blowing again the two branches are formed. When these winds are blowing from northeast of India, they give away the rain to the eastern coast, and most of the, till now it's winter, and Tamil Nadu receives the rainfall in winter season. We have heard this. Now this passage of the monsoon retreating, coming back from the northern, is termed as retreating monsoons. So this is the concept of monsoon. Again we'll discuss in the class how the monsoon approaches India. So see, the onset of monsoon is very fast. Within one and a half month, whole India receives the rainfall. But when it is declining, it's very gradual. Now from June, July, it takes September and October to just go down, decline. Offset of monsoon is very gradual and slow. So this was just the information of monsoon. Now going towards the seasons of India. Seasons of India are actually divided into three categories. The hot dry season, that is from March to May, we receive most of the temperature is very high during this season, this months. The temperatures is very high. We experience more temperature in northern India. The coastal regions nearer to the sea are having the equatable climate, so not so hot and not so cold. The continental part receives higher temperature. Then other characteristic is drying up of the water bodies due to the scorching heat, highest temperatures. The rivers and the streams, they dry up. Then when these dry winds are blowing, actually they create some kind of dust storms also. So windy dust storms are known as Lu in Gujarat and Rajasthan, that is the desert part. The desert part receives the experiences the highest temperature, 48 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius they experience, whereas the places which are situated on the higher altitudes, they have the normal moderating temperature. And this actually develops some dust storms that I told you just now, Lu. In many areas these dust storms are they also form the clouds, and they precipitate in some areas like Assam and West Bengal. These winds, those are the torrential winds that we called, that develops due to the differential heating of landmass. So these rains in West Bengal and Assam are called Kal Baisakhi, and somewhere in Kerala they are also called as mango showers, and it is considered good for the mango orchards, whereas Kal Baisakhi is not considered good because they destroy the crop and the vegetable like other trees and vegetable farms. The next season is hot wet season, that is monsoon. Just now I told you what monsoon actually is. So its characteristic is like downpours with thunder and lightning, and it gives relief from the scorching heat. Whole of India gets rainfall from the monsoon. Agriculture is dependent fully on this monsoon season. The next season is the cold dry season from November to February. Now after the offset of monsoon, while we are experiencing the retreating monsoon, these are the colder dry winds. Those blow from Indian subcontinent, and they blow just on the south of it. Then the winds are cold and dry, the temperature goes down, and the highest temperatures are experienced in northern India. It also experiences northeastern monsoons, northeastern India, it experiences snowfall also. And many of the regions, they receive winter rainfall. That I told you, it's Tamil Nadu that receives winter rainfall. So these were the seasons: hot and dry seasons from March to May, hot wet season from June to October, and cold dry season from November to February. Thank you.